Greetings and salutations, Ledge Lords, ladies, and gender fluid friends of any persuasion. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Gamers Ledge. I'm one of your hosts, Mark. Joining me is the Menagerie over on the left side of the screen. Why don't I have you guys introduce yourself, and then I'll do the recap here, starting with you, Mitchell.
I'm Mitchell. I'll be playing Dryzen, the Changeling Alchemist Artificer.
Hi, my name's Matt. I play Quark, the Aarakocra Ranger.
I'm Jim, otherwise known as Shank the Noob, and I am playing Archon Grimblefuzz, the Fallen Paladin.
I am Sean, and I'll be running Mythalus Uthavuldra, the Noble Thief.
So noble.
So noble.
The noblest.
My name is Daniel. I'm also Frightful Forge, and I am playing Zukusu, the Yanti monk.
Less noble.
Much less noble.
So, where we
The
left
noblest.
off, the group was kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Looked like there were two all-out war was about to be waged in the streets between two of the Zentrum factions of the city. And you guys opted to plan C GTFO and headed down an alley where, unfortunately, it looks like there were some other people waiting for you. It is Crodad.
I didn't know Crodad was playing.
He's not. He just asked a question in chat.
It's a trambush.
Yes. And so you had quickly attempted to dispatch of your pursuers, but that was finding actually a little bit difficult. And we left off mid-combat previously. And that's pretty much where we left off. I do need to say, no one else is not here. This is everybody we had last time, I think. Actually, was Archon here? I don't think Archon was here.
No.
So,
Nope, I got sucked up by the little glowing blue vacuum.
yep. Well, you're about to be spit out by the little blue glowing vacuum as soon as I find...
It is
You.
a wee bit cramped in here, even for a stunty.
Let me grab you off a previous map. Hold on. I thought I was all done setting up, and then I realized, oh no. Where do I have... I think you were on the last map. Let me see if you're there. Yep, there's an Archon and a Tally. I'll grab both of you. As soon as I figure out how to. I opted in for the new Roll20 UI, and I have no idea how to change layers now.
Oops.
GM layer opacity. But how do I actually grab things on the GM layer now? Well, this is it under the hamburger? No. Is it under this? Yes, it's the select tool, but how do I change layers? Okay, how do I opt out of the UI thing? Opt out of UI preview. Sorry, reloading momentarily. Be good to go. GM info overlay. There we go. Okay. Also, Daniel, I don't know how much farther you've gotten in the story of Baldur's Gate 3, and with absolutely zero spoilers, you are going to lose your freaking mind.
Yeah?
Yes.
Cool.
More than you were anticipating.
We can talk offline, but
Yeah.
somebody, it wasn't a spoiler, but somebody pointed to something that I could have caught if I had watched all the trailers that does excite me for a certain thing. So there's gonna be plenty, I'm sure. I mean, I'm 100 and something hours in. So overall, not like this playthrough, but I have little to no problem. One of the only problems I have is that you can't get rid of people in your party. That's like
there's
one of the
there's
only
ways to
negative
do it
things.
actually.
Sure, but it's not intuitive in the program.
It's not baked in.
No, it's not
Yeah.
baked in.
And that is, and like I said,
You're
I have to
fudging the
go.
dice at that point.
I have to go hunting for that problem.
Yes.
So I mean, to me, it should nearly be an auto buy. I am considering though Stray Gods, which is out, getting it for the PlayStation, so Naomi and I
crap,
can
did
play
it
it
come
on the
out?
couch.
Yeah, I really want to get it.
That couch co-op, man, that's a lost era.
Well, it's not. So it's a. She and I like to play through stories, and so it wouldn't be a couch co-op. It's a. I think it's a choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
a musical.
Really, it's nested in her wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Because she likes a lot of the ancient gods in modern times living around mortals like American gods.
She's a Neil Gaiman fan, isn't she?
She is a huge Neil Gaiman and Pratchett. Yeah,
Yeah,
those are
100%.
huge. Yeah.
All right. So if you would click on yourself and add yourself to the initiative, that would be great. You hear a familiar thump as Archon appears, looking terribly confused, which is fairly normal.
I told you no, I said I didn't. Oh, sorry. What's going on?
Your first glance, you see Zakusu surrounded by multiple felled kobolds in that look like they're dressed in as children.
Boy, I tell you what, dwarf walks into a bar and all of a sudden this shows up. What the hell was I drinking over there? Also, it's good to see you in one piece there. What can you tell me about our guests?
Well, and I point over his shoulder towards where the giant mob is coming. Wait, were you talking to me?
No, but I think talking would be best done elsewhere.
Oh, I'm the only person here. Yes,
Yeah.
you are talking to me.
Yeah.
I point back towards where all of the giant mob is coming, and I say, these were just from that group. This one's still alive. I don't know if we should take it with us or leave it here. And I'm holding like the collar of a kobold.
Well, if nothing else, talking done elsewhere might get some information out of him.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
I will remind you, you do still have one to the west of you that is still alive and very much still fighting you.
Oh, I thought they were all down.
Nope. See how that one doesn't have the red?
Oh, yep, I do now. My my combat tracker was over it. So
All right,
instead of
stand by.
holding
Let
him
me
by
get
the
that
collar,
initiative in there for
No,
me.
no, no. You
Instead-
you had the north one. That was the one you just took out.
yeah, but I'm not holding him by the collar. I
Okay.
just pointed it at him.
Yeah.
And I'm still facing off against this last kobold, who I believe I tried to intimidate to going away so that I wouldn't have to kill him.
Yeah, and that did not work.
Yep.
I clicked my token. Don't you lie to me like that. Roll 20. Oh, much better. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. The time I get it right, the dice just decide, nah, man, I'm not coming to work today.
How you know? Oh, why
Don't
did
coming
it?
at me a little fast.
Why did it do that? Why did it set it now to?
I told you the dice were messed up.
No. It's not that. Hold on. Let me. Okay. I know whose turn it is. It is not Methalus. So give me 1 second.
You sure?
Yes.
Feels like it
You
should be
see,
my turn.
No,
look at him
it's
trying
not.
to hold you down like
No,
that.
no. It was on the correct person, but then I resorted once he added his, and it put it back to the top of the stack for some reason. Okay, this is where it was.
You're at the top of the stack.
I think that's is all that he did that to do that, and then there was that. Okay, great. Which kobold is that? That is dead kobold. Okay. I believe that is Dryzen.
Goody. All right. Let's see. I'm on a roof. Let's see. I guess I'll try and shoot this guy here with a firebolt. Does a 12 hit?
This guy here, the only one still standing behind Zek.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, son of a. Mm. That's a great question. Thank you for asking. When I opted out of the UI thing, it refreshed and killed all my external windows, including all these
Oh
guys.
no.
So give me 1 second. I gotta
No.
open everything again.
No.
It's a good thing I do all
Why
that
you
prep
like
in
this roll,
advance, right? Well, you know what? Despite what I may complain about Roll20, it's still the most consistent one that I've played.
It is, yeah.
which
I
You
have
know.
considered Tailspire, but I would have to figure it out. It's basically Roll20 in 3D.
yeah, I saw it. I'm not sure what kind of linking features they have because
What do you
if
mean,
there's
linking
if there's
features?
no rule set and you can't import a rule set, then it's not going to do you much good for.
I'd have to go back and look at it, but I think it had at least some of those baked in when I last messed with it.
Yeah,
But the general idea of the software suite felt like Roll20, but a 3D play environment.
yeah, and
Was that the new D&D one?
yeah. Well, no.
Yeah.
It's not the
No,
new
no,
deal. It's a third
It's
party.
an independent software called
Yeah.
Tailspire on Steam.
And I had also looked at it, but just importing standard maps is going to be a pain because you're going to have to build them in 3D. That was my issue that I had seen with it, but I didn't. I will
mean,
be
Mark,
the first to
you-
tell you I
you-
did not do that much.
You've got a lot of free time, so you could just
Well,
sit there and build those
the-
maps like it wouldn't be a problem.
So yes, in that you would have to build them, but they were talking about Tailspire having an import that could take maps from things like
That'd be great if it's true.
Chrono Builder and the 3D map software that you and I have been messing with.
Right, but you still have to import those maps into those programs, and I don't know.
No. I am just saying it was available for the actual software. You wouldn't have to build them in Tailspire. That's all I was saying.
Right.
I'm not
right.
saying it wouldn't still be adding 40 or 50 hours per module.
Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that right now. You said a 12? A 12 hits.
All right. Rolling for dabblage. That'll be 19 fire damage.
As the one behind you is grunting and making kobold-esque noises and swearing at you, you hear an ignition. And when you look back, Zek, there is nothing but charred kobold there.
Ooh.
I got him.
Yeah, you really did.
So, Zek, you're surrounded by a bunch of knocked out kobolds and one fried one.
Yep.
I mean, there's got him, and then there's bloody overkill.
No blood. It was all burned away.
I'm gonna point to oh my goodness. I keep wanting to call him Z-Teach, but that's not his name. Dryzen. And say, I think that Quark and Mythilus are having issues, and I'll point down the alleyway. You're still up on the rooftop, right?
Yep. So I will. Let's see. 5, 10, 15. Pausing so I can scroll. 16, and that is as 17. Okay, I can see things now. No, wait, 15, 20, 25. All right, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to try and there we go. I can see into the alleyway kind of. You can see where the little brain puppy is.
Great.
I'm going to stop my movement there for now.
Okay. Next up, it is the alley entrance. It is about at this point, Archon, that you feel the ground begin to vibrate slightly.
I'm going to turn back towards the mob.
You can't see the mob. It's not here yet.
Okay.
It's, I mean, you can hear easily that there is a commotion to the right down this alley and to the left down this alley. But you do feel like where there are I didn't have water tokens for whatever reason. Where there's water on the ground, there is I don't know what it is, like a brick token or something that I put out there. You can see tremors in it beginning to get faster and faster. That's the alley.
I'll turn back to Zach. You've got any bright ideas for getting out of this alley? I'm all ears.
They ran that way, and where there's a sound of fighting still. But there were also traps, so be careful.
You're saying that the rest of the party ran that way?
Yeah, ran this way.
Okay. Well, spotting traps is not exactly high on my list of accolades, but well, I suppose there's better ways or worse ways to get dismembered.
If you run straight down the alley, I set them all off already.
Zek, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to chuck Archon into the traps.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking, actually.
I need you to find them for me.
Just by the beard, please.
Shoot. They were seemingly random. I don't want to abandon you here either. Whatever, it'll happen. Okay, so I move myself 5 feet by 5 feet, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm going to. I can't think of anything that these kobolds are going to be able to tell us. I just hope they don't get trampled to death. I am 45, I think. 50.
Yeah,
So
50 in snake form.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Okay.
And then I'm going to action dash. 5, 10, and then diagonal 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and I'm done.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. What would you like your bird to do, Sean? I think you're on mute if you're talking.
Sorry. Wait for my turn and then go in and swoop on the gigantic bugbear to give me advantage on my shot.
Okay, so it doesn't work like that. First of all, that's one of the things I was reading about. So there is no holding action, so if you want him to go down there and distract now, he's got to get into melee range now.
Okay.
He is his own independent thing that acts on his turn, not yours. So you can't do simultaneous actions.
Okay, but within the 6 seconds, I could still get advantage, correct?
Yeah, if he's distracting him, then when it comes to your turn, then you will have advantage, yes.
Yes, then that is what we shall do.
Okay. Okay, and then that kobold is DED Archon.
All right. Let me refresh my memory. Do diagonals still count as 5?
Yes, this is correct.
Okay. So as Zach was
Zach.
moving Zach was moving away from me, I was kind of tracing their movements,
Mhm.
and so I'll just kind of follow them through the alley.
Okay, so you're gonna dash for double movement.
And yeah, I'm gonna go for as much movement as I can get to try to keep up with him. So it just doubles, correct? For full run,
Yeah, it's double whatever.
or is it triple?
No, it's double.
Double. Okay, so let's do this one and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay.
Is 25 your base
So I'm
or is it
just-
30?
25 is my
Okay.
base.
Okay, right. Gotcha.
Shorter distance, but better center of gravity.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's your turn.
And that's what I got this turn.
Yep. Meathless.
I will step up to the edge again.
Okay.
Go ahead and take my longbow shot on whatchamacallit. I didn't roll that at advantage. But I think a 24 hits anyway, right?
24 does hit.
Right. Twenty points of damage. And step back from the edge again.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Okay. The arrow sinks into the top of his shoulder. The bugbear screams right in Quark's face. In both pain and rage. And Quark, it is your turn.
All right. I do not like the proximity with which I am at this critter here because he just punched half my face off. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll drop Hunter's Mark and cast Zephyr Strike, which allows me to move until the spells end and don't provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Click
do
the
that with a bit of a flourish. Oh, sorry, what?
Click the button for me, would you? Or the spell. Thank you.
So 1 minute, so basically 6 turns. I don't get advantage attacks.
Yep.
So he's going to do that with a bit of a twist and a flick and a flap of the wings. And he's going to go back here. That's 15. And then take the remaining 15, I guess, straight up. A long day. I can't math. 15, 15, 30. So he's elevated, but within range.
Yep.
So guess we'll go ahead and sure, we'll use that attack with the advantage and stuff now. Why not? So advantage, longbow. Guessing the
28
crit hits.
The 30 definitely hits.
Let's see. So then that's a plus 1d8 for the force damage from the Zephyr Strike. Did it do the? Yeah, it did. Okay, the 6 is the crit. Okay. So 18, 21 total.
As you go, tell me what happens.
Oh. As he gets to the top of his flight, he's did a couple of twirls and flips, and he comes up around, draws back on the arrow, and as the bugbear is still howling from the previous arrow, sends it straight through the back of his throat.
That's gnarly, bro.
Good. And
Then
it slumps down,
scoops and-
unmoving.
Hoots in victory. Woohoo!
Well done, sir. Way to go, full Legolas on him.
You said you were 15 or 30 up. I'm sorry.
15 up. 15
15
back
up.
and 15 up. So
Thank you. Thank you. 15. So I'm using your red counter for height,
Yep. Okay.
and the F means you're flying.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
Let's see. That's bonus action, and movement. No, I'm done.
Okay. Dead. Oh, I skipped one. Haha. Okay, great. Okay, so I can close the bugbear sheet because he's dead. Sad. Sag. Okay. Dryzen. You get to the point
Yes.
where you can finally see into the alley and you see the brain puppy thing. And even though it doesn't have eyes, it looks back at you. And you feel yourself pulled into it. Make me a intelligence saving throw, please.
Ooh, I'm good at those.
Okay. You manage to snap your eyes away from it, but you feel a little unsteady. You don't think
No
there'll be-
eating my intelligence stat, bad brain puppy.
Yeah. And
I need that.
it scampers up the boxes and stuff in the alley until it is right next to you on the rooftop. Actually, the other side. There we go. And it is your turn now.
I forget. Can you cast a bonus action spell and a action spell on the same turn?
No, you can only do a cantrip if you do that.
Okay.
So you can, but it has to be a cantrip.
Right, right.
Right.
And just to clarify, because I want to make sure that we're on the same page. When you were saying you can't hold an action, you meant like how we've been doing it, not readying an action, right?
Correct.
Okay. Because you can still ready an action, it's just because you have to have a lot more stipulations and it has to take your
Correct.
reaction.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Oh, did I lose my turn?
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself. And then I'm going to cast Firebolt at it at disadvantage since I'm in melee range.
Right.
Yay. Does a 16 hit?
It does.
That is 17 damage.
Okay. It hisses and parts of it are burnt, but it is still moving.
Oh, crud. Well, what's done is done.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Rumble, rumble, rumble from the alley. Zach.
All right. He is really high up. I don't think I know what's going on up there anyway.
You do not.
I do?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Do not.
You do not.
Yeah. I'm going to move further down the alleyway to hopefully set off any traps that haven't yet been set off with people.
Okay.
Ambushes. 1, 2, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
So good so far.
And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, wait. Is that inside a wall?
That's a wall.
That's a wall.
Yeah.
Okay. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Zach wasn't paying attention where he's going, smacks into the wall, and then rebounds down the alley.
He's still looking for Mythalus, too.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
And that's me. Thank you.
You bet. Your bird, good sir. Rogue. What would you like to do with them? I think you're on mute again.
Sorry, I do that because I'm probably annoying. Have him go bother the brain devourer, brain puppy, whatever it is.
You would not know it was there from where you're at because there's a building between you and him.
Oh, okay. Then have it scout for a way out down this alley.
Okay. What's his movement?
60 for the owl.
50, 55, 60. Okay, he starts down this direction. All right, perfect. Archon.
I'm just gonna keep trucking along, keeping up with Zach.
You notice
who is this right here?
he keeps going. Who is who? Where? Sorry.
That's me.
That's
That's
Quark.
you.
He's in the air 15 feet above the ground.
Okay.
Me, a Quarkio.
All right. So I'm gonna hoof it another 50 then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. Go.
And you keep trying to keep up with Zach, but you notice he's getting farther and farther away from you.
Yeah, he's got more traction than I do.
Mm-hmm. Mythalus, it is your turn.
Can't be too hard to find those scales on the ground, though.
And from what you've
I'm
seen,
30 feet.
it seems through Hootie's eyes, it seems like it's clear down the right way of the alley.
Sweet. I will yell over the edge. It's clear. What would that be? Southeast?
Yeah.
To head southeast?
Yeah.
Yell everybody it's clear to head southeast. So
Okay.
far. And I will go to the edge. Is there something for the rope to grab onto? Tie itself to?
Not.
Within 30 feet?
I mean, if you were going down the other side where the chimney is, yes. But otherwise, no,
Okay.
not really.
Well, then I will go down to where I was to begin with. I wouldn't have just ran over there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then I will secure the rope and go ahead and climb on down the side of the building.
Yep. And you are down. Oh, you can't do that, can you? I bet I can. Oh, you can. Okay.
I can.
Yeah. Good.
I move myself. I want to check the bugbear for treasure
Crap.
real quick.
You would
Or
do that after I
as
closed
my
him.
action this turn.
Stand by. Well, your action was tying the rope.
Yeah.
Commanding the rope to tie. But you can next round for sure.
Gotcha.
What is bugbear? That was a named character. I need to find him. Monsters. Oh, that's gonna. I will find it for you here, and when we get to the next round, I'll have to look it up in the book.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so there's that. Quark.
All right. But these were what, 30-foot walls?
30-foot buildings, yeah.
All right. So I'll shoot up another 15 so that I can get kind of a clear view of the roof.
Yep, you get a clear view of the roof.
Can I see any? I mean, the way Roll20 works, there's
Yep.
not exactly.
Nope,
roofs.
I know. So
So what can I see from here?
from that side, you would see not much because if you're asking what I think you're asking or alluding to, Dryzen's building was lower than this one. And so you'd have to go higher to see him if that was going to be the case.
Yeah, just kind of like once I get clear of the roof level, can I see anyone or anything going on? Because that intellect devourer did bite me in the butt earlier, so I know it's around here somewhere.
Yeah. So as of hitting equal with the top of the thing, no. If
Okay.
you want to spend more movement to go higher, you could.
Let's see. Yeah, let's go up another 15. So that's
45.
45 now at this point.
Yep. When you get up to about that height, you can see down at the lower building. Looks like Dryzen and the intellect devourer are engaged.
I'm sorry, Mark. Am I looking at a cam test? You've become a fairy.
No, his normal visage has slipped. That's what he really
Oh
looks
man.
like.
Oh, his human suit failed.
His human suit failed.
Oh damn, man.
Hold on.
And
I always
with
hoped this wasn't going to happen on the stream.
I agree with you, Crodad. It's awesome.
Let me just say a couple words. Hold on. There we go.
That's an amazing cam test. I thought they were all just you on the.
No. I have so many, and most of them still haven't even been shown on the stream yet. So
can I assume, since I still don't know exactly where it is because life, is the intellect devourer within range? I mean, it's within range. It's just whether it's the degraded range or not.
so yes, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then adjust for height of, say, 20. It's 55 in your
so that's
normal
well within
center.
my normal range.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to plug that sucker in the side, back, whatever angle is available.
And the brain matter.
In the gooey parts. Yes.
Crodad, that sounds like a family-friendly insult. Go peel an orange, Crodad. Yes.
I should have taken advantage off there, so I guess I take the lower of the two.
Just roll again.
Just re-roll it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Yikes! Gets worse. 12.
That hits.
That hits. All right. 8 damage, no bonuses. And I have another attack.
Except that before you actually pull your bowstring back for that, you hear a ee hiss and it dies.
Oh.
Pinned to the floor in front of you, Dryzen.
All right, so let's see. I've got another 30, and I think I heard that looks like the way is clear. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets me about there.
We have to get Dryzen off that roof, don't we?
That's for Dryzen to
There's a
figure
couple
out.
routes I could probably make my way around.
I mean, this might be a good time for Dryzen to learn self-reliance.
Okay, I assumed he got his way up there. He could get around. It's
No.
I
like,
got
You
carried
got-
by
He got
Zek
magicked up there,
there.
bro.
Yeah.
I don't have a
He didn't get
choice.
himself up there.
Yeah, I
forgot that part.
it is your go,
He's
Dryzen.
a human. He's a human. Just jump.
Yeah.
You'll land on the ground and roll. Humans do that.
Right.
That's
Yeah, man, that's what
a
all the
normal
movies
human
tell me.
action. Yeah.
All the movies tell me if I fall from a great height, just roll. That softens the blow to the point that
For whom Frightful Forge?
Oh,
Arcades.
is it my turn now, actually?
It is actually your turn, yes.
5, 10, 15, 20. Now, are these two roofs on the same level?
Sorry, which two roofs? The one to the
This
One
right?
is
one?
on. Yeah.
And
No,
this
the one oh, those two? Yes, those two are the same.
rude,
Okay.
sir. I
That
saw
was
your comment.
5, 10,
into Twitch
15,
chat.
20, 25,
Here, I'll just pin
30.
it. I'll just pin it to the top of Twitch chat.
Perfect.
There you go. Arcane Star.
35, 40.
My favorite part is he keeps forgetting who carries around the healing potions and the healing spells.
50.
I'm sorry,
The
Mrs.
tiny
Starkracer.
cute- the
You
tiny cute fuzzy one.
you tumble from the rooftop.
And this
Okay.
is as far as I'm allowed to move.
Yeah. Okay. So we can leave combat at this point. You all Dryzen is not with you, but you all kind of head to the southeast. Dryzen seems to be maybe he went a different way.
Oh wait, that's not southeast, is it?
Sure
I
not.
think that I think what I want to do is I want to get underneath him on like a building's edge and have him fire himself at me, and then I'm going to use catch missiles to catch him.
This is a family show, sir.
I wasn't even thinking like that.
Yeah. So yes, Dryzen apparently doesn't know which direction southeast is and heads northwest. But you do manage the alleys are clear. You manage to get away from. You do hear eventually the large scale clash of weapons and people fighting behind you. I assume no one is going to stop at this point, or are you heading back to the manor? Are you going somewhere else? What is the plan?
Manor sounds good.
Yeah, I think a hasty retreat to home would be a good idea.
It's
Okay.
time to advance in the direction from whence we came.
Hey, nice to see you, Taquito Mask. I'm going to I'm gonna go to the cop shop.
The cops. Oh, okay.
We were told to report in on pretty much everything, so I'm reporting in on pretty much everything. I'm tired of them rolling up on me, telling me I didn't check in.
Everyone make me
Isn't
a
it late,
perception
though?
check other than JR.
Ow.
This is a nice brick wall. I like this brick wall.
I like this hat.
A fancy brick wall.
I
It's
mean,
made of red
you're,
brick.
you're like 6 miles to the north by this point, Batman.
I don't see a Methless. I mean, not a Methless. I don't see a
Fork.
cork in
Or,
that.
yeah.
I
Didn't
think
they?
his
Oh,
was
yeah,
the
it's right
first
at the
one.
top. It's mixed with his attacks. It's
Oi,
right
pay
there.
It's a 6 feet.
attention.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't see his name anywhere. Yeah. All right, great. So, well, this is appropriate. Dryzen, you're off running northwest. You're gonna circle
I'm
around.
sprinting home.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You're sprinting. I'm like,
here.
I'm
on
out.
the
I'm out.
rooftops.
You don't notice
He's
anything.
back
Making
from
a
the
makeshift grapple
Incredibles,
gun
just
on the
like
way, just-
sprinting across the rooftop.
Quark, it is you that notice at about the same time as Methless that as you guys are managing to run down the alleyways and make your way out and figure on getting back home, and Zach, you also notice it about the same time. You are missing something that is normally following you.
The blue orb.
Spark.
It probably followed Dryzen.
And Itali, it is about this time that you see the stretching of white light form into matter and substance, and you find yourself standing not on the edge of a rooftop, but close to the edge of a rooftop. And the spark is next to you. And down below, it looks like the bloodiest battle you have ever seen. You see Zents with tattoos of flying snakes battling other Zents in the street. They must be 300 to 400 people on each sides in the city streets. You don't recognize where you are. You're in a back alley somewhere, and you can see a large, this is a side alley, and you can see to the west of you a larger alley where the clash is happening, and you see spells being fired off, and you see people being beheaded, stabbed. People are dying left and right on both sides. None of your friends are there that you can see. It's just you and the blue spark on this rooftop. What do you wish to do?
Don't split the party.
Too late for that.
Are you on mute, Jor?
We can't hear you, bud.
He's finally able to get into the call, but now we can't hear him.
Oh, there he went. And he gets resucked up into the blue spark. Thump.
Tickle thing, that little blue ball.
Does this blue spark behave and now follow us again?
I, for one, have had enough of the blue spark. Though, truth be told, I don't recall ever being sucked up by that thing, so
I think it happened once.
it was the one time.
Not often.
It was something that could not be helped.
He might be restarting his computer. We'll give him a second. You make your way back to the manor. Dryzen, it takes you a little longer than the rest. But you guys make it back. Everything seems to be.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay. I had to mess around with the audio a bunch, but now I'm able to hear. Now you're able to hear me. But anyways, I am going to go ahead and from this roof, I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Are there people still alive down there below the roof?
They're still so below the roof. No, and this is about a 20. This one that you're on right now is about the ones kind of to the left and to the right of you. They're all about 20-foot rooftops.
Okay.
The ones further to the east are 30-foot rooftops, and the ones across the street are 30-foot rooftops.
Does any of this look familiar to me?
Not at all.
Damn.
And you can see that there's, from your vantage point on the edge of this roof, you can see that there are a bunch of dead kobolds dressed as children down below you. And to the east, there is a dead bugbear. And as you look across the rooftop next to you, there is a intellect devourer pinned with arrows to the rooftop, dead.
You know, dead children seems like something Mythalist would do, so I know they're at least nearby.
What the?
Just kidding.
Them's fighting
But-
words.
But at least I can tell that by the arrows, that's got to be at least Cork's arrows right there. And let's see, am I able to get down to at least inspect some of this a little bit?
I mean, not say. Well, I mean, you always have one option up your sleeve, but as far as just jumping, that might be. I mean, you can always try, and you can try
The
and act.
battle's still going on.
The
right?
battle is still going on just outside this alley, and there are stragglers every once in a while that come into the alley, but this isn't exactly a safe
Okay.
place.
Not a safe place, so I should leave. Let's see, if I like go to the area where there's not fighting going on, is there a way to get out of there? Like I'm on a roof, so is there like a doorway to get down?
There is not. If you go to the northeast, it looks like there is a series of, like, I'm going to drag you can see through your character, right?
Okay, let's see. All right, so
So if I take you over here, I'm going to put you kind of half and half. You might not be able to see the rooftop. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Hold on. Drag you.
all right, let's see.
There you go. You should be able to see kind of into the alleyway right now.
Yep, I can see the alleyway.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of refuse and stuff down below right there that you might be able to jump into if you want to do that.
I'll do that. I'll jump into this refuse here.
All right, make me acrobatics or athletics, your choice. Roll.
Both the same. $22.
Yeah, you think that you're not going to land gracefully, but you do. It
Awesome.
was a little bit farther fall than you were planning for, but you managed to aim directly for some garbage, and then you roll out of it, because that's what ASMR do, jumping off rooftops, and everything's good.
All right, let's see. And now it's towards the north where there's no fighting going on.
Correct.
All right, then I'll go ahead and head north. That way I can avoid all that stuff.
Okay, you start trucking through the street. Make me a perception check.
Perception. That's a 26, and that's a
Mm-hmm.
20.
You get about maybe 6 blocks away, and you realize
Mhm.
that the spark wasn't following you.
You know, maybe that's a good thing. Is it if I were to try to like, well, I'm way down here, so I can't go back to the roof. You know, that is the sparks problem, not my problem. I'm gonna keep going north.
Okay. Eventually, you come to some areas that you recognize.
Okay. How far am I from Troll Skull Manor?
It's gonna be a good half hour to 45-minute jog. Longer if you walk.
I'm gonna walk.
Okay. You guys all get back to the manor about probably 35 minutes later. Dryzen arrives back at the manor. And then a couple hours after that, Itali walks through the door as well.
Is the blue spark there too?
It is not.
Huh. Has anybody else seen the spark since?
No,
I take
not
that as a
since
no.
the alley.
Barely
Don't
pay
think
attention
so.
to the thing if I can help it.
All right, I landed on some weird rooftop, saw a bunch of dead kids and dead kobold dressed as kids.
Ah,
And
so it's all the way
that,
back there.
but isn't it usually following you though?
It does quite often seem to take a liking to me, and we noticed as we were retreating it was not with us, and apparently it was still back where we encountered the kobolds initially, and dropped you off there, but then didn't follow you either as you evacuated. Most peculiar.
You guys having a fight? You and the spark?
It's a fair question. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's just struck me funny.
I'm no more than any other day where it takes and gives. Fortunately, in this battle, it gave and helped us finish off. But no more than any other day.
Okay. You know,
To
I've
be-
heard stories where sometimes couples they have like issues within the home, and sometimes it's okay to talk about it. I mean, the blue spark does help us sometimes and kills us sometimes,
it does on
but
occasion
helps us
assist.
mostly.
Um, Again, I will say that it is a largely non-consensual relationship. So
It does seem to have a bit of a problem with boundaries.
That it does. That it does. You know, maybe whenever whatever's going on out there clears out, maybe we should check out the rooftop and see if it's still there, or maybe it'll just pop up on its own.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that too. I think that's a good idea.
On more important matters, who has the stone?
I believe Mithras had it. Yeah.
Produce the stone for him.
I'm going to ritual cast identify on it.
That takes 15 minutes. Is it? Let's see. Casting time is 1 minute. What?
No, that's if I use the spell slot. That's not the ritual casting time.
Okay.
Ritual adds 10 minutes.
Okay. All right, so you start to cast that. We have 10 minutes to kill. 11 minutes to kill.
Well, then I'll also bring my unseen servant into being.
Hey, you bring him in?
And Zek is gonna switch back to having legs, put some pants on, and then he's gonna turn to the group and say, "I need to go check something out. I'll be right back." And he'll head back out.
Okay.
About what time of day is it?
Now, probably getting towards dusk, so about 6:30.
Okay.
Um, yeah. Um, do you want to? Is it secret what you're doing, or can we share with the stream, or what do you want to do here? You want to whisper it to me? Completely
Me?
okay. Yeah, you.
Oh no, I'm heading back to where the spark was last seen. The last time the spark did something strange, it spit out one of our friends in a crushed up state. But I don't want to freak any of the rest of the group out.
That is
Too
true.
late.
Okay, sure. You.
But I'm doing it super slow and super inconspicuously, so much so that I actually took off my jacket,
Wow.
the big circus jacket.
Wow.
Hmm. Go on.
What do you do without all the pockets?
I know. Seriously.
Shank. God damn it. You're killing me. Yes, it seems like over time. Okay, well, you start that process. That's going to take you a while to get back there. So you walk. And in the meantime, what else are the rest of you doing? The bar is starting. I'm not going to put tokens on the map, but the bar is starting to fill up for the evening for dinner.
The
And
tokens here.
ASOS is. No, I'm not putting customer tokens.
Oh.
But the bar is starting to fill up. Business has been brisk. ASOS is tending to everyone, as are the two other scullery maids you hired and Orwin.
We've trekked through the sewers and fights and everything else. I'm going to clean up.
That's probably a good idea. What did you want to do with your unseen servant?
Help me clean up.
Oh, okay. Got it.
That's the whole point of my
Fair-
unseen servants.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
Run the bath, change the clothes, blah, blah, blah.
Is everyone else seeing that map?
Should
No,
be.
I see the Trollsport Manor.
See the manor.
Yeah, I don't see the manor.
Oh, you don't? I'd
No,
I
say
see the manor, but we're all stuck inside the first floor. Like I can't move out of the bar area.
Oh, you can't?
Nope, I'm inside the bar area.
Stand by.
Yeah, I can't click on the tokens.
Stand by.
No, I can
one.
drag my token around, but
Oh, wait. Nope,
It's
never
a
mind.
family show, sir.
So, what is it that you can't
Yeah.
do?
leave the
Oh.
first floor.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're locked into the first floor lobby area.
Probably because I have dynamic lighting set on each floor. Hold on.
And I will mention to Dryzen that I think an artifact of this power should probably go to Blackstaff Tower.
I'm identifying.
Well, it took me 10 minutes to ritual cast my unseen servant, so.
Right. So you two
Fair
are
enough.
doing that off to the side. Zek's gone. Meathless is going upstairs. Itali, what are you doing?
No, I am kind of curious about the spark too, so I'm going to go ahead and not sneakingly go out and take my jacket with me.
Okay. You take Zek's jacket with you?
No, I'm taking just my jacket.
Okay.
Screw that guy's jacket.
Wow. All right then.
You don't want to leave that in a public place, especially when it's busy.
Yeah.
No.
And what about you, Archon?
Probably going to go up and get cleaned up, as dwarfs so infrequently do,
Very good.
and then grab some dinner.
Quark?
Pretty much the same. Grab some food, go tend to my wounds, get cleaned up.
Very good. All right then. All right. We'll say that Meathless finishes his casting. He goes upstairs. Dryzen finishes his casting. Do. Stand by.
I mean, I still got the halfling necromancer.
You do?
I've been dragging him along since the basement.
I remember you dragging him up to the tower. I don't remember you carrying him around past that.
Yeah, out the alley.
I assumed he was wearing him like a backpack.
Yeah, that's fine. So, you just sticking him in the corner of the tavern? Trussed up necromancer?
Essentially, blindfolded and gagged. Not in the corner of the tavern. We'll take him, I don't know.
Toss him in the basement.
Oh, that's so much better. Yes.
Fair.
And then turn him into Blackstaff Tower as well.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Crow. All right.
Well, the Black Tower in the city that's run by the mages that guard the city.
I said Crow. Crow Dad.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Why is it not coming up for me?
This is why I mute myself.
No, you're good.
You're good, man. I feel the same way about my comments.
Stand by one, sorry. I'm trying to find the thing and it's not coming up. You know, just because I'm DMing, don't think I don't see chat. I do.
For me, I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
It's corn! A good corn Vietnam. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn! I can tell you all about it. I mean, look at this thing. Gonna try to get that amazing thing.
Sorry, I'm looking for the information you need to know, and I'm it's not coming up with it. Hold on.
I love that chat turns you into corn. And thank you for that. I probably will need it.
probably will.
Mark doesn't hold grudges, except when he does.
Yeah, pretty much correct. There. That's what I'm looking for. Show me what I want to know. There it is. I don't know that is there a way to show this to, I mean, I guess you guys would tell each other, or would you tell other people what you find here?
Yeah, I think you're talking to Dryzen specifically.
Yeah, I'm talking to Dryzen specifically.
I mean, yeah, I would probably tell those of the people who are
Everything?
part of our group near me.
Or are you going to hold stuff back?
Careful how you answer this next question. We're all here.
Whatever would seem pertinent to current operations.
How very diplomatic of you, sir.
I think that's him saying he would hold things back, so you can't share
Yeah.
with everybody.
So I'll just text you. I'll whisper you what you find.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Actually, I'm going to do this an easier way. Give me 1 second.
Can I insight whether or not he was telling us the whole truth?
He hasn't told you anything yet, so right now, no.
No. Because judging from the feelings I was getting during the carrying phase, I'm going to assume.
Which you also haven't shared.
We just got done running through the alleys.
Oh, what? Okay, give me just a second. This is complicated, apparently. More complicated than I thought. Okay, go ahead and roll me a D100.
$61.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just writing all this stuff down so you've got it here in the message I sent you. And then roll me another D100, please.
Daniel, I sent you something in the G chat that you might be interested in if you haven't seen it before.
God, really missing Leonardo Carta at this scene.
Yeah, he's been going through a lot. I talked to him recently. He's doing a little better.
You said he was doing better?
Yes.
Good. Because he went through some really rough stuff.
Yes, he did. Okay. Okay, so there's that. There's a little bit here. Sorry, guys. Take me just a second to finish.
How very dare you.
I know.
Taking all this extra time to make sure we have a quality experience. How very dare you, sir. Can't believe you go to all this trouble.
Okay, so
It does not sound like she's saying family-friendly things in the background.
she's saying go lay down. Go Marvel. I have a pair of bark boxes in the extreme. All right. Let's see if I can get all this to you in one text. Paste. And it puts it all in the open and everybody can read it. Did it put it all in or did it whisper it?
It put it in the general.
Fantastic. Well, there you go.
Nobody read the last 6 inches of chat, please.
No, yeah, that's exactly it. I love that I actually put Whisper Dryzen in there and it just ignored it.
It's just
It
like
did
what?
it did
Announce
the
it on a-
first
It
part,
did the
but it
f-
didn't the massive. It did
Yeah,
the
I
first part,
see.
but not the massive block.
Yeah, I see what it did. It's just not useful.
What's that? Announce this at full blast with a bullhorn?
Mm.
You got it.
So, seems what we have here is in fact the Stone of Galore, and contained within it is a spell that imparts upon the user information about legendary things, for lack of a better term. Pretty much anything that could be considered legendary or is of great importance, it can reveal information to the holder of the stone. if one is attuned to it.
Is it accurate?
It can be, but it also, from what I remember hearing before, and from what my spell is telling me, is that it tells you information, but it can be either more precise the more you know, but it can also answer you in riddles if it so chooses.
So you're telling me, sorry, above table, you're telling me this is a magic 8-ball with a sense of humor.
Kind of.
Okay. Signs point to maybe.
Who did
Except
we
it's a little bit more descriptive than that.
Right.
who did we get this for? Like, who did we have to return this to?
We haven't actually been tasked with giving this specifically to anyone. All I know is that it definitely doesn't belong in the hands of the Zentrum or the Xanathar.
And
But we were
I'll,
trying to
I'll
find this
reiterate
stone.
that you're not there.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry. Right now, it's just Archon, Quark, and
Methalus.
no, Methalus went upstairs.
No, he's cleaning up. That's right.
Oh, so did Quark.
And then
Actually,
so is Archon
So it's-
and freaking Gorg.
I was
Yeah.
cleaning up and then grabbing dinner. I apologize. I assumed this was happening in a semi-public forum.
so that's what you gleaned from it. And like I said in that bottom paragraph, it seems like there's more, but that's what your spell is giving you right now.
So I suppose we just fast forward to
Yep.
where we all come back downstairs and
And
he
yep,
relays that to us. And
yep. I'll assume we have done that already. And it is about at that time that the blue spark shimmers into existence next to Quark.
it's back.
On
I
the
try
empty
my best not to make eye contact.
at the empty bar stool next to you.
I'm so glad I took the time to go investigate that.
Yeah, same.
Yes, you two.
Phew.
After about an hour-ish of walking, now that you know where you're going, you do make it back down there. It's been probably like 4 hours-ish, 5 hours since the actually, yeah, that sounds about right. About 5 hours since the battle. As you get close to it, there are now hundreds of watch. They have formed a perimeter around the area. And
As
it's
they should.
yeah, it seems like they are trying to figure out what happened. And you're able to spot this well in advance of you actually getting anywhere near where you were before.
Well, it's also dark at this point. You said 5 hours past 6. That's 11.
No. 5
it's-
hours has passed since the battle. It's only been like an hour and a half since you left the manor. So it'd be like 7:30, somewhere in there.
Oh, because we took a long time to get back.
You took an hour and a half to get back.
Okay. It is still dark though, and so we would be able to see the spark on the corner of that building where it was, right?
If it was there, but it was not.
Right. It's not there now.
Correct,
We don't
correct.
see it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. And you see a lot of watch with lanterns patrolling the area, etc. So I assume you're not going to engage them, or are
No.
you?
But I saw a tally.
Yes, he caught up with you pretty quickly after
Okay.
you left.
Sweet. Yep, looks like
Bad
it's not
time to be
here.
out without your jacket.
I wonder. Yeah, I don't want them to recognize me. I What did you see when you popped out of the blue spark? Did it just disappear?
When I came out, there was just really bright light and everything just materialized just like it always does.
And was the blue sphere near you?
It was near me. It
And
just
then
didn't move when I moved.
Interesting. And it was right up there?
Yep, it was right up there.
Hmm.
And I even jumped, when I jumped down, it didn't follow me at all. It didn't move closer to anybody else. It just stood there.
Well, I hope that Leo's body or Autumn, that they don't fall out crushed up into a pulp, because that was the last time that something strange happened to the spark. Was
I
when it
do
spit
agree.
out Caleb's body.
I do agree. On the bright side, I'm no longer nauseous when I come out of that spark.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
What? No.
Are you guys heading back? What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah, heading
Alright.
back.
All right. Eventually, Itali and Zek return, and everyone looks cleaner except for you two.
Mm-hmm.
And Dryzen looks about the same, also, actually.
Did you figure it out?
I did to an extent, and I'll share with them what I told the others.
Does this mean that when you attune to it, or when one of us attunes to it, we could ask it about itself?
Hypothetically, I don't see why that wouldn't work.
Well, the
Why
whole
not test it out?
reason wasn't the whole reason we were after the stone in the first place was because the gnomes had it when the fireball explosion happened in front of the Trollskull Manor.
Right.
I thought the person in the submarine was sending you guys to get it.
No, her familiar took it.
And hit it
We'd been
somewhere.
following a path,
Mm.
and she was just a step on the path. Her familiar took it to the graveyard or whatever, so we went there, and then of course it had get stolen again, and we ran into Druger, and so on and so forth until we finally found it was with the necromancer,
Mm-hmm.
but then it got stolen again, and we caught up and finally got it from the Kinku and the gazers. That's what they are, the little mini
Yeah.
beholders.
Yeah.
They were all after the stone, and so we finally got it because the Zentarum wanted. So that
The
I would
Zentrum
assume-
stole it from the Xanathar Guild,
right,
and then we took it from the Zentrum.
right.
Actually, no, we
So-
took it from the Xanathar Guild again after they recovered it.
Right. So nobody has sent us to find this, but
Above
the
table,
blast.
Dryzen would probably remember, but do we, as characters, know / remember why
Oh, yeah,
the
there's
Xanathar
a-
Guild / the Zentrum are after it?
Well, yeah. There's a rumor that Lord Neverember.
Well, yeah. I was just trying to
Right.
remember if our characters knew that or not.
Yeah, that's part of this.
Yeah.
That's part of our story.
Okay.
So yeah, so the rumor is that there's a horde of 25,000 dragons, at least 25,000. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hidden, and the Stone of Galore would be able to find it. And we were warned by Lady Vadra that we should not attempt to keep the horde of dragons for ourselves. But not that we couldn't keep the stone.
So the stone could be used to find the horde?
Yes.
Apparently, probably, most likely.
So how do we decide who's going to attune to this stone?
Excellent question. Of
I would
those
say
of us
those
here,
who
I-
use magic.
which would be
Well,
between myself and Meathless, probably.
I mean, why would it have
I
to?
must be chopped liver over here.
Yeah,
then.
why would it have to be a spellcaster?
It's an assumption.
Yeah,
I haven't identified it yet.
I might have questions for it as well. I mean,
It has 3 charges in a day, so one of us could attune to it, and then then unattune, and then someone else attune to it.
well, I mean, it takes a night to attune, right? A long
Takes
rest.
2 hours.
A long rest.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
No, it's actually the opposite. I think is what my house rule was, like an hour to attune, but then 8 hours to unattune.
Oh, sweet. Then yeah, we could. Well, kind of. The 8 hours to
Kind of.
unattune could be a long rest, right, Mark?
Right, the 8 hours
that
is
the
a
idea?
long rest. That's what I was
Yeah.
inferring. Sorry.
I think if we are to turn it over, before we do, we should at least gather the location of the horde before turning it over.
I don't think. Why would we? Why should we turn it over? We've got it. It's ours. Nobody's looking for it other than the Zents and the Zenithar Guild and Bumblebore Blast Door or whatever his name was. But he's looking after it so that he can get a raise, not because we don't owe it to anybody. It's not somebody's possession.
True.
Is what I'm getting at.
I agree with that. If anything,
Oh, hi, Mark.
if somebody wanted us to search for it, we could just give them the information that they're looking for, but yet still keep it.
Right. Like the Stone of Galore doesn't belong to anybody.
Yeah.
What if we
Yes,
bring
I agree.
the information to again above table? Mitchell is blanking on his name. Dryson would probably remember. The current descendant of Lord Neverember, Rainier. What if we bring this information once we find out the location? If we bring it up to Rainier,
Well, I don't think that we're supposed to give it to him because his.
well, not the stone, but
I'm aware. I'm talking about the Horde because I believe that as the
Oh
open
my
Lord
goodness.
of Waterdeep,
Oh my
that
goodness.
Lord Neverember stole it, hid it, and was forced out.
I just realized you guys were talking about a horde of currency.
Yes.
Oh yeah, like 25,000 gold.
Yeah, no, I thought you were
Ugh.
talking about a army of dragons, the creatures. And I'm thinking, why are you handing that over to the Lord of Neverember? I mean, coins as well. Meathless wants to buy back his nobility, so I understand his want
Whoa!
for
I didn't
coins.
lose my nobility.
But
Well,
that many creatures, I thought was an insane amount of creatures.
That would be an insane amount of creatures.
And I figured we were freeing them from someplace because we're emancipating them.
Well,
I
I,
just
would
felt-
like to emancipate
you-
about 5 or 10,000 of them.
Did
I
you
was
just
sitting
figure
here
out the name
thinking
of the
about how
show?
bad I would feel for Mark trying to maintain that initiative order.
Did you just figure out the name of the show, Daniel?
No, I was making a joke.
Okay. I was seriously confused as to what you did or did not understand now.
Yeah, I was making a joke.
I see.
No, I didn't. So in the case of this, where they were talking about a horde of dragons.
Yeah.
And trying to find information on the horde of dragons, it was not clicking that you guys were talking about gold pieces for the audience, which are called dragons in
Right.
this area.
Correct.
And so I was literally thinking,
And a horde being a giant stash of them.
yeah, and I was literally thinking there was a horde, as in a large group of dragons, the creatures that were just waiting. They were just waiting for somebody to take command of them, and I'm like, oh god.
Isn't that
we
the
shall command the
storyline of the
dragon
second
army
Hellboy
and
movie?
take over the city of Waterdeep.
Yeah, that was
Right.
pretty much the storyline for the second Hellboy
I
movie.
think so, yeah.
More or less.
So we were warned by Lady Vadra against trying to keep
The whole
the treasure, aka horde of gold piece dragons, but we don't owe the stone to anybody. And
True.
to be honest, my entire reason for leaving my family and going on this quest was to find our family artifacts. And I know a great deal about their artifacts, and the stone could help me far and away in locating these family heirlooms.
To be fair, my original reason for leaving was searching for something as well. Hadn't actually considered that this rock did anything other than lead to the treasure. So yes, I would also be intrigued in.
So
I
we're
don't
all
care whether I
searching for
use it or
things.
not, but
We're all
Oh.
searching for things. So giving the stone to anybody, no. I vote no. No way.
I concur.
After everything we've been through, we can give information to Barnaby Blast Bottom or Lady Vajra or whoever, but to actually give them the stone when we don't owe it to them, that's not their possession. It wasn't stolen from them. Merely the city's gold was stolen.
I can agree to that.
All right, so it sounds like we're in agreement. No, nobody's against that.
I'm
As
for
long
that.
as it wasn't part of the original agreement to hand it over, I don't see why we have to tell them where it ended up.
There was never an agreement at all. We only found out about the stone by talking to the corpses of the gnomes that had it. That's the
By-
only reason we know about this at all.
By
Nobody
pure
sent us on this.
circumstance.
Nobody sent us on this quest.
Well, then no. We're not accountable to anybody if we came across it. Without prompt, without provocation, they can't come back and say it was theirs in the first place, can they?
No.
All right, well, then screw them. I say we keep it and make use of it.
Cheers
long
to
as
that.
as long as it isn't actually damaging it to us, I'm not frequently in the use of magic items.
What if we took it up as custodians? We use it for our ends, so long as we all make the agreement to remain accountable to one another, to not let that kind of power go to our heads or be used for nefarious ends. But
Don't eyeball me, Zach.
all I'm
I-
saying is, if we have the capacity to provide information, what is information worth in this city? Gold. What if we turned it to be a tool for us to provide services to others?
Like open a detective agency? I'd
Even
be okay
that-
with that.
And that, or an information broking service. They want to know, we can provide information. They don't need to know where it comes from.
I'm in agree as long as we're keeping the stone. To give it up seems foolish in the extreme, and I shall not be foolish in the extreme today.
With
Tomorrow,
no one,
possibly.
Anybody?
with no one sniffing around the front porch right now, I think we're fine. But we have to agree on something. With this much power in our hands, we've got to do something to keep us under control.
That sounds agreeable.
We'll have to make sure we can kind of hide it or protect it some way. Because I feel like if this thing was stolen so many times, who's to say they're going to come back for this again?
Agreed.
Well, they're going to have a hell of a lot of angry people if it goes missing from here.
I don't know. I think the 600 or 700 angry Zanglins in Tarum were plenty of angry people.
But right
But-
now, that's not an us problem.
No. So, agreed then. We search for Quark's missing knowledge. my family's missing heirlooms, whatever else we need, and help those. I think Zek would want to help those less fortunate in the city.
So I have no issue or compunction with any of you using this minor artifact to find the things that you originally quested for and to help the people of the city. I am right behind you, Mithilis. It is one of the few occasions that you and I completely agree on something.
And cheers to that! I feel this party is coming together.
So,
I come back to the right universe.
And on that note, wine and song.
Is this a good time for?
Yeah, this is a good time for our break. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take our 20-minute break, and we'll be back in just a little bit. So we'll be back at 8:40. Testing. 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 Testing.
of Rivia, along came this song. From when the white wolf fought a silver-tongued devil, his army of elves at his hooves did they revel. They came after me with masterful deceit, broke down my loop.
I doth have finally killed the fly.
While the devil's horns minced up tender meat.
No, there's another one.
Cried the witcher, he can be bleed. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty. At the edge of the world, fight the mighty horde that bashes and breaks you and brings you to mourn. He thrusts every elf far back on the shelf. I hop on the mountain from whence it came. He wiped out your best, God kicked in his chest. He's a friend of humanity, so give him the rest. That's my epic tale, our champion prevailed, defeated the villain, now pour him some ale. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty. Toss a coin to your witcher, our friend of humanity. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty. Toss a coin to your witcher, our friend of humanity.
All right, I think everybody's just about back. Yeah, everybody's back. And you know it's serious when I have the reading glasses on. So go ahead. We left off. You had discerned information about the stone, decided what you were going to do with it in the grand scheme of things. What next?
Feel like wine, women, and song for the evening. But that's up
I'm
to
now going
everybody
to take
else.
this opportunity to wash up.
Very good. Are you
I'll
keeping...
join you for all of that. I already took a bath when I got home.
Wait, you're joining him for washing up?
No, I was talking to
The
Nicholas.
big,
Oh.
the big tub.
Yeah.
Pay
It's
attention,
like-
GM.
Hey, I have no judgments. I was just clarifying your
I think
interjection.
this is a really progressive game.
Mm-hmm.
You
Very much
wanna
so.
see how dwarves brew up the best brews?
I turn and walk with Methelus to the bar, since no one here is capable.
I mean, you guys were
Totally
already
capable.
at the bar, so you don't have to go far. That's the good part.
Just clarifying
we were
that I'm not
discussing all of
following
this in front of the
Dryzen.
patrons. I would assume we went to the second floor to like a private area to discuss everything we just discussed.
Sure.
Not
Or the ba-
at the
or the
bar
base-
with the
or the
patrons.
Or the basement, yes.
Yeah, whatever.
I've set up.
Oh, I thought we
Zen-
just kicked the door open and broke out in Disney song.
Is that an option?
I mean, have
It's
you
not,
met?
not an option.
Have you seen the show?
How Hi ho. Hi ho.
So,
Oh, I thought this was PG-13.
with razor blades and hand grenades. Hi ho.
Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. It's off to war we go.
With razor cuts and blown up butts. Hi ho.
So
Oh, you were in the same
Dryson.
training unit.
Dryzen goes upstairs, and you guys retreat to. I mean, sure, you were in the second floor lounge, which is private. Sure.
We were in the secret room that the
and-
GM didn't know about.
And now you guys are going downstairs to the main floor?
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, we should probably send a messenger to Barnaby Blastdoor, or do we want to tell him or Lady Vajra that we've got the necromancer responsible for a good deal of strife in the city?
It's up to you.
Is this thing on?
It's on. You're
Oh.
coming through.
Never mind. Apparently, it was a rhetorical question.
I'm washing up. I can't answer.
I'm sorry. I did not realize you were speaking to me. I'm sorry. Ask the question again.
We're in the. We still have the necromancer. Do we want to call up Lady Vajra of Blackstaff Tower, or Barnaby Blast? Gosh, blasted! I can't remember. But
Barnaby Blastwind.
thank you.
Barnabas.
I'm not a particular fan of Barnaby Blastwind.
Barnabas. Sorry.
Okay, he can call Barney Blastwind for.
And that's for which?
Well, we have the necromancer.
Fair. Is he
Did they
gagged?
both have bounties on it?
I believe he did actually. Above table.
I mean, if we wanted to be devious, we could start a bid war, but
No.
that's
I
probably a
just
bit beneath us.
I just want them to have him and to get him away from us and give us some goodwill towards the higher ups of the city watch, be that the mages or
Is there any way we could satisfy both of their requests?
we could send a messenger to each of them and see who gets here first.
I suppose that's true, but did one want a life while the other one only wanted an object, or did they both want a head?
I don't know that either of them want a life or an object, although I'm fairly certain that Barney wants the stone. Even though it's not owed to him.
Barney is going to have to learn that sometimes life just disappoints you. At least I think that was the consensus we came to.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely consensus. So we can call Lady Vajra and let her know that we've got a rogue necromancer captive awaiting prisoner transport.
It may just be a bit presumptuous to make the decision without the rest of the menagerie, but I think we've got a good first draft.
Who knows? Zek and I are getting along. We agreed.
Dogs and cats living
wouldn't-
together.
I wouldn't start pouring gasoline on that fire yet,
What's gas?
because as soon as we get rid of the necromancer without consulting Zek, I have a feeling you're not going to have much of a reputation again.
It's a we thing. Do you not have a reputation with him either?
I'm fairly certain he and I haven't seen eye to eye merely because of my height. But at some point, I'm sure we'll warm up to one another.
You had the stilts on in the sewers.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're half Yuan-Ti, half snake, you can cheat a little bit and nobody really notices.
I noticed.
Well, hello, Mr. Perfection Pants.
Drink to that.
I'll refill their stuff from the back of the bar. Refill their drinks. Shaking my head.
Oh, he's sitting right here listening to us the entire time. You're speaking as if he's
to
not
the
here.
yon, to the
He's right there.
yonti. Guaranteed to outrun you in any fight.
Well, Zek, how do you feel about the necromancer?
Do we know people that he's hurt directly?
I don't.
Wasn't there that halfling family? Can't rightly recall.
I don't think so.
I know that he's been. I know that he's been scaring people, and I know that he's been maybe a little nefarious, but I don't know that we know he's actually hurt anyone.
Has he been extorting the ones he's scaring?
Is he sitting at the bar, tied up, trussed up?
He's in the
He's in the basement,
Oh, okay.
trussed up, in a corner.
Well, perhaps we should go check.
He's dead. I'm
He's
kidding.
dead?
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm actually trying to.
That-
Actually,
Sat on by a loxodon.
Yep.
you're right. Actually, I believe it's the Emerald Enclave that would like to see the necromancer.
Okay, well,
Do they want to see him in one piece?
do we have card carrying members?
We do.
Okay, so then
Lord Quark of the Bird People.
I think that he's probably the one that would be taking the necromancer in, right?
Agreed.
Have you been on mute this whole time, Matt? Because you've not said anything since we've returned. You are definitely
He's on
on
mute.
mute.
Well,
Muted
I've been
in,
Still on
uh,
mute.
Muted
Yep, still
in.
muted.
I forgot I muted
you
in the
go.
app. I forgot I was muted in the app. So yeah, I
Double
just
muted.
double muted. Dang it.
Somebody cast silence on me.
So what are all of the anecdotes you've been saying from the beginning?
No, well, I was just agreeing with the last point. For the most part, Quark's been sitting there listening, debating on whether it's better to turn the guy over to the magicians, people who deal with magic stuff, or if they should turn him over to the law. But then trying to think if the guy's actually broken any laws that are non-magic related, totally forgetting that the Emerald Enclave were involved in this at all, and I'm their stupid emissary in the group. So yeah,
You're doing a hell of a job, sir.
exactly.
Bird person.
Person.
Birdman.
Well, I suppose I don't know if they'd want him directly or if they just want to be notified that we have him first. I suppose we could just, well, I don't know. Can we hire a coach and take someone tied up in it? That probably would.
It would
elicit
probably
some-
require some extra gold for discretion, but you could.
I'm not entirely sure what the problem is, and under normal circumstances, I would not think this is okay. But we are in the basement of a fairly large inn, and there's a lot of empty wine barrels down here.
Oh, I see where he's going. Where did we put those couple of barrels of lye?
No, that's not where he's going.
That's not where I'm going.
Oh, did I jump the gun? I apologize.
No.
You just wanted a place to stuff him. I see it.
Yeah.
All right.
See, they've been able to telepathically communicate with Quark before, but he would not have the ability to just spontaneously contact them that way.
I mean, you could try.
think the only-
You could try really hard. I'm amused to try this.
Try really hard, yeah. And I don't think we have any paper birds left, so yeah, I guess I'll head out there tomorrow and see how they would like to handle this.
Are you leaving him in a wine casket overnight?
No, he can. he can
Wait,
sleep
I
on
have
the
a paper
floor.
bird still. Wait, I have a paper bird still if we need it.
Well, we could use that to notify the Enclave that we have the necromancer.
I could send
Go
my
ahead and take
familiar
it.
with a note.
This is
Why
also
not both?
we save the paper bird for emergency then.
Or we could just head over, or a couple of us, namely Quark, let them know, and ask them what they would like to have done.
Well, that's what I'm saying. In the morning, it's what, like 9 o'clock now, right? So
Yeah,
Oh.
easy.
Sorry, I've had a few drinks.
yes, I'd say we can leave him secure here in the cellar until tomorrow morning. And I don't know, do we need to leave someone guard with him?
That might be for the best.
I've got it. Or when trumpets.
Oh,
Good sir, thank you.
lovely. You were good for something other than chopping holes in floors.
You can also do holes in ceilings too.
Ah, yes, there's that. But it is a floor and a ceiling, so
Multi-surface.
Hmm.
Well, should we
turn in.
But-
Yeah,
retire for the evening?
Yeah, it's like 2 in the morning now, right?
No, it's not
I thought it
that
was just
late.
9.
It's like 10:30, somewhere around 10:30. Anyone
I know I
want?
could use a rest after the day's activities.
Fair enough.
I'm going to do long rest as well. And
Long
during that,
rest.
I am also going to manifest my homunculus servant using my turquoise.
Okay.
Hey, Mark,
Yes, sir.
this inn,
Yes.
was it a brewery or was it just a tavern and inn?
It was just a tavern and inn.
Okay. Okay.
Not to say that you couldn't make it into a brewery, but as of you would have to.
It was a question. It was a question more for the fluff supplies that we have on hand.
Yeah, no.
That's all.
I mean,
There's-
you would have some empty ale kegs for sure, and some wine kegs, but most of it you get from the Guild of Beer of Alcohol and Spirits.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And so, if you wanted to become a brewery, you would need to A, get a brewer's license from the city, B, get a license. Well, you already have the license to sell. And then C, you would have to join the Alcohol and Spirits Guild as a brewer.
Are you telling me that the organization that is responsible for beer in all facets has an acronym of GAS?
Don't know what you're talking about.
You are a damn liar, sir. I can go back and clip that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's get a long rest. Does anyone? Let's see. Do you want to watch him, Nicholas? You require.
We've got a giant
Oh,
warrior in the basement.
that's fair. Well, I'm in the basement, but thank you.
So is
Oh, does he also sleep in the basement?
He does, because there's no room big enough for him
Yeah.
upstairs.
Cool. Okay.
that, and the stairs tend to creak a bit when he goes up and down them.
That's not cool. Weight shaming him? Not cool.
Yell at the stairs. I didn't do it.
Oh,
Okay. Anything else anyone wants to do before we call it a day?
I've got nothing.
I'm good.
All right.
Set my unseen servant to cleaning and folding my laundry.
Okay. It does that silently in the background. I am just waiting on a couple things from a couple players. Dryson, did you see the last question I sent you?
Yes, no, not right now.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yes, no.
All right. The night passes uneventfully. Eventually they close down the bar after you guys go to bed. Turn everyone else. ASOS cleans up as usual. And then just kind of stands behind the bar because he's a ghost and doesn't have anything else to do.
He doesn't want to walk around rattling some chains.
No, he just looks around. Kind of
We
sadly.
save that for Christmas.
Ah. Past, present, or future.
He notices the emptiness of the bar, whereas it was full of life just a few hours ago. And he can't help but wonder what it must feel like to be that alive again.
Sad panda.
We need to get him a ghost, buddy.
Ghost buddy. Dawn
I
breaks.
don't even know how we got this ghost, buddy.
Dawn breaks, and
We just came back from break, sir.
dawn breaks, and it's new day dawns. People are already coming in for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
What shall you all do?
Wash our faces, get up, and go head to the Emerald Enclave.
I'm gonna eat food.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some breakfast too.
I'm
Yes.
gonna
Try
feed just a
to-
little. I'm just gonna feed a little bit to Levy.
While I'm having breakfast, I'm gonna see if I can pick up on any gossip, just ambient, anything that people are talking about around me.
The talk of the morning seems to be that there was some kind of gang
Mhm.
violence
War?
in a part of the city. I don't want to call out something, but hold on. Oh God, why? Why?
It would be good for Master Owen to come out on us in a fight, too.
So yeah, the talk of the town is that there was some kind of gang warfare in the southwest part of the city, and that there were hundreds of people killed, and that the watch is extremely upset because it makes them look inept, that they can't stop something like this. But at the same time, you hear people on both sides saying, oh, let them all kill each other, be better for the city. Or, the opposing viewpoint of that's not, we're supposed to be better than that. You hear arguments on both sides.
What do you call 300 dead Zents in Zentarum? A good
A
start.
good start.
Thank you.
I don't actually say that, but
After coming down and having a bite to eat.
Yep.
Quark's getting ready to call for a carriage. This is anyone want to come with? Shall
Certainly.
I'm
Going
with
to-
you.
And breakfast, for those of you having it today, is called cheesy fluffy eggs and
Mm,
slab of ham.
cheesy, fluffy eggs. Mm.
Cheesy fluffy eggs, and it's a plum.
No, it's cheesy fluffy eggs.
Difficult with the beak, but not bad.
Yeah, you're not sure.
You eat eggs?
Quark doesn't know what eggs are. He just ate whatever was put in front of him.
ASOS is behind the counter.
At that point, you're just if you
Evil-
look at
evil
if you
ghosts
look at
all
Grimble,
along.
if you look at Grimblefuzz, he's eating as he normally does, just a little bit stoically. But as he watches you put eggs between your beak and start guzzling it down, you just barely see him raise an eyebrow, like, well, that's new.
You fed the chicken? Chicken? What, I wasn't going to make 2 meals.
I don't know what he eats. Oh, sorry. I don't know what he eats.
All the wars I've seen, nothing the soul. No, never mind.
Dryzen, you don't know. You don't. No words. No explanation.
May give him a bit of indigestion later.
Okay.
All right, so let's. Tully, are you in charge of hailing for the carriage? I don't think Quark's
I
ever
can
called
be.
for one, so I don't think he knows.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm going to go ahead and hail a carriage for us.
I'm not sure where I got this from, but I'm gonna kind of sidle up next to Quark on the way out to the carriage and hand him a piece of ginger root.
Here, lad. This'll be good for you if your stomach's upset later.
Well, thank you. That was a different meal. Did have a slight peculiar taste to it. Thank you. Stuff it in a pouch for later.
Fluffy
it
eggs
helps.
is people. Oh, sorry. My bad. Yeah, you hail a cab. You all start. Is there anyone not going? Okay, good. You all head over to the Emerald Enclave.
I got in first because I don't want to see what Quark has in his to-go box.
So yes, you have an uneventful. Oh well. Are you going to pay extra for the carriage driver to be discreet about the bundle that you are loading in to the carriage?
Certainly.
Yeah, I
Oh
think
wait,
that would
or
be
did you put it in the did you put him in the cask?
The plan was the cask, but if he didn't fit...
No. He'll fit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you're bringing the cask in. All right.
The
perfect.
dwarf carries a cask with him.
Yep. It's fine. Works. You make your way over.
I've got a pair of unoccupied straps. I can carry that one too.
He's got 2. How much for the quietness? Or do we not have to tell him to be quiet?
You don't have
Now
to
we're
tell
just
him to be
carrying a
quiet.
cask
You're carrying a cask of wine or whatever.
to the
that's-
Emerald Enclave.
Yeah,
All right.
that's not unusual.
If you start saying anything, you just start rolling the cask.
Right.
Mhm.
And besides, he's outside, so he's not privy to your conversations inside. Unless doing so magically somehow. Not that would ever happen. Anyways, you make it to the Emerald Enclave. They let you out at the
2
gates.
silver pieces or...
For carriage ride, yeah, like 1 silver piece.
I'll give him a gold
What
For
the
you.
deuce?
for your discretion, lad.
I'm sorry, sir. Discretion
Now
about
he's-
what? As he pockets the gold piece.
Now he's gonna remember us.
Would you like me to wait for you?
Yes, we'll
No.
require a ride back.
He bites the gold piece, and upon seeing satisfactory, he nods
All right,
and
well,
grins
we're
and
trying
says,
to get him
"Wait
to
over
stick
here."
around now.
He doesn't care about the barrel of ale you're bringing along with you.
Gentlemen, shall we
Stubby?
proceed?
So yes, you.
Aye, but if you tell him to keep his mouth shut, he won't go telling it to every street urchin for 10 miles.
Mouth shut about what? The fact that a dwarf was carrying a keg of ale?
Not the first
The
time.
fact that we're
Good
here,
lord.
the fact that we're here in the first place. You want people keeping tabs on us 24/7?
I'll just be over here, and he moves the carriage away from away over to the side.
Well, emissary of the Emerald Enclave,
Well,
would
shall
you
we?
like to knock?
Well, exit the carriage and yeah, we'll head up to the. Are the gates open? Right, there's the guard there. So
Yeah,
I
the
guess,
guard's there,
we'll
and
go up to-
then he says, Lord Quark, to what do we owe the
Of
pleasure?
bird people.
We have a matter to discuss with Lores, if or whoever is around. We have discovered something that they are most interested to see.
Very well. And they let you in, and you go to the spot, and eventually you hear the lilting tones appear in your head, even though it sounds like she's kind of in front of you and above you, but much like before, you all hear the voice. The Menagerie. To what do we owe this pleasurable visit?
Yes, Lordness, we have found the necromancer that we were inquiring on, and we have him. Not the best and politest of transport, but he is in the barrel.
I'll take it off my back and give it a good hefty thud on the floor.
You hear a echoing from inside of it.
Right, see, perfectly comfortable.
Yes, well, let's say that he is an abomination to the natural order, and he deserves no less than to be put over a barrel, as it were.
Too true.
I-
Too true.
This is twice now that you have come to our aid, Lord Quark, and the Menagerie, in what I would deem are larger matters of the city. You've already been made privy to the library, yet I do not believe you have actually used it yet.
No, we have not.
What?
Other than to traverse and deal with the other situation.
Yes. What would you like as a reward? And if it is in my power, I will grant it.
We're already allowed access to Candlekeep Library.
It's not Candlekeep. It's the
Oh.
library here. It's the largest private library here in the city.
Candlekeep is like
Yeah,
a week and a half away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
my bad. I thought for some reason. Beats me. Sorry. Well, Lord Quark of the Bird People.
But I would ask for some compensation for my compatriots. However, I'm really only interested in information. If there has been any information on subject which I shared earlier of the fledglings that went missing, if there has been any mention of them anywhere.
I have been keeping an ear to the ground. But if they have appeared in the city, I have not been able to find mention of it. I fear, and this is only an educated guess, but if the fledglings did arrive in Waterdeep, I fear that one of the groups in its dark underbelly may have them. This would be the only way that I would not have any information on them.
I see. Well, I appreciate your efforts and thank you for the ideas. And of course, if you do hear anything, I would much appreciate
1, 2, 3,
notice
4, 5.
notification.
5 times. Each of you, a pouch of 100 gold appears at your feet. 100 dragons, to be specific. She says,
Thank you, thank you.
yes, but I feel that I am doing you a disservice, Lord Quark. Is there nothing else that I can do for you?
Well, I could, if you would have any such thing, I could use with a bow upgrade. If you would have anything that might suit a humble archer.
Or the ability to see in the dark.
Or the ability to see in the dark. Yes, one of the two. One of those two things would be most useful.
Why not both?
Because I'm not a greedy owl.
You ate some weird stuff today.
She-
Anything, you could be a different person today.
She says, allow me to see your bow, good Sir Lord Quark.
Clark will take the bow off his back and not quite sure exactly where she is,
Yeah.
just kind of bowing down, lift it up into the air.
She then says, I can provide one of these two requests. Which would you prefer it to be?
I've got the spell that lets me see in the dark, which is kind of inconvenient because I don't have a ton of spell slots. But yeah, the bow, my lady.
And
It's
what
a
is,
female, right?
what is your bow currently? I don't have your character sheet open.
It's just a longbow, regular longbow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. You see, as you hold it up, your head bowed, everybody else sees a shimmering of light kind of swirling. It's like two golden orbs chasing after each other, and eventually the best way I could describe it is perhaps an astral projection of a person, not a fully flesh and blood person, floating in the air with long red hair. And she she begins to chant something under her breath, and it looks like there's something in her right hand, but you can't see it. And for Methelus and Dryzen, she is clearly reading a scroll, but you've never heard this incantation or parts before, and there are words that, like, you hear them being said, but your brain literally isn't processing them. And Quark, roll me two things. Roll me a d4, and then roll me a percentile.
D4's 2. Percentile is a 4.
I love it when a plan comes together. You now have a +2 gilded bow of burning. It does +1 die 4 fire damage.
Oh my!
And it
Congratulations,
looks.
Lord Quark.
It is, by the way, now transformed into a completely. How do I explain this? It still feels like wood, but it has the appearance of solid gold. If you were to imagine a cherub's bow, this would probably be what it would look like.
My lord.
And
The weapon most befitting.
there's nothing humble about it. And there is a column of light that shines upon it. And in the distance, Methelus, the back of your mind, you hear your wish has been granted.
Oof. Well,
Thank you. Thank you. This is more than I could possibly have been worthy of. Thank you.
Nonsense. You have done this city a great service, and I hope you will continue to keep watching over it.
Indeed, I will, to the best of my ability.
kind of slip my bow off my back.
By the way, the ethereal person
No, just checking.
after that large column of light, the ethereal person
hi,
is
Mark.
gone.
Next time. Let's go find another necromancer. Get the stone. Find where the next necromancer is.
Stone, you say? The voice says. I'm kidding. I knew you were kidding. All right, so yes, it seems you are alone in the clearing at the moment.
I guess that's a job done. Somebody did the barrel like just disappear while that was all going on, and now it's gone, and we just like.
Now that you mention it, yeah, it's gone.
Oh, very tighty of them. Very tighty.
Oh, I guess our business here is done. Back to the manor, or where else was anyone wanting to go?
Well, I feel like somebody may want to attune to that stone, and we could pass on some information about a possible horde of golden dragons, if so required. Otherwise, the day is ours.
Pass on some information?
Oh. Supposedly, with the stone, you can find out where Lord Neverember hid all that gold.
Right, but if we're going to be helping people, why would we pass off that information instead of using it?
Far be it from me. I agree.
The leadership
Zach, you
of,
make perfect sense. Great wisdom,
leader-
sir.
The leadership of the city is very interested in getting that money back, as it was stolen from their coffers, and we were encouraged to not seek it out ourselves, unless we want to risk the wrath of the city's leadership. It would behoove us, if we are not giving them the stone directly, to give them the information so that they can make the discovery.
If we bring them that information,
Circumspectly.
they're going to ask us where we got that information and will eventually want the stone, correct? So we need to make sure we get your guys' information first, the items that you're looking for, whether it's a way home or whatever item brought you here. Make sure we get that information first before the Horde of the Dragons.
Or we could go get the Horde of Dragons and then just turn it over personally without giving them the information.
It's true, they only told us to not keep the treasure.
Again, they've never asked for the stone. So we don't. They've. Nobody has expressed interest in the stone that didn't already have the stone in their possession prior.
I'm gonna just throw out above table. No one in an official capacity has ever even mentioned the stone.
Exactly.
I am not helping nor
Right.
harming this conversation. I am just reminding
only
for the
meant-
record, no one from an official capacity may even know about the stone. It's hard to tell.
Perfect. I say we help each other and the city inhabitants. We find that which we are looking for. Although it would have been nice to go into the Emerald Enclave's library to do some possible research on where my family's heirloom may have ended up or was last seen. I could also research at Blackstaff Tower. I assume they have a rather extensive library. Or we could go talk to the point out my purple cravat. See if there's anything else they'd like us to do.
I feel like we should resolve this dragon's issue one way or the other. We should either go get it and deliver it to what's her face? Can't think of names right now. Or at least give them the information so that they can go take care of it themselves. If you feel like this is
How
hanging
do you
over our
propose? How do you propose to carry 25,000 dragons?
hands.
With difficulty.
There's that bag that holds many things. Would it not all fit in there? Again, remember,
All?
Quark doesn't really understand magic things all that
All?
well. So
No, no, sir, not all. Not
Oh.
even. No, not even a tenth worth. I would assume.
well then
I
guess-
say we go back to Troll Skull Manor and have this conversation there.
seems fair.
Besides, the carriage is waiting. And that bow is magnificent, Quark. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much. It is very nice. Doesn't look like wood, but it feels like wood. It's most peculiar.
I can't wait to see you fire it. We should find a target.
Do you put it on your back?
Carriage driver.
No, not the carriage driver. Goodness gracious.
Oh dear.
Do you put it on your back?
Oh dear is correct.
Yes. Yeah, I'll put it on my back.
When you put it on your back, you hear from nowhere a swing.
Hey, Mark,
Yes.
it's that time for that thing.
Okay.
So I'll be right back.
Okay.
What was that noise?
Look at his back. Has the bow disappeared?
No. It glimmers in the sunlight. Rays of light bouncing off of it.
Audibly reflected sunlight. Oh dear.
So the bow's a vampire.
Well, Lord Glork, that is a very fancy bow. I hope you weren't trying to get anywhere unobtrusively later today. Or ever again.
Beginning to think I may need to procure a case for this.
I know a woodcrafter right around the corner. Fine work he does.
Anyway, back to the manor.
You head back to the manor. The coachman helps you all in, closes the door, drives you there. He gives you a card. Archon, he gives the card to you. If you ever need discreet services, again, my lord.
He only gave that to me.
Yes.
Oh. Right. I appreciate that, lad. I'll be sure to reach out if we need your services.
Day or night, I am available at your call. And he bows and then trundles up into the top of his carriage and drives off.
Should we contact Mert of the Harpers?
Might as well.
What are you contacting Mert for?
The Harpers tend to have things for us to do.
Okay.
Or I could try to get into a couple of the libraries and search for where my family's heirlooms may have last been seen.
You definitely could do that.
Maybe get some more information, or attune to the stone and ask it itself.
Could do that too. All of the above sound like fine ideas.
Or both. I mean, I could attend to it and ask for you and write down notes while you're researching. But anyway, we get the information, right?
Certainly.
And it may not even be the same information.
That sounds like an excellent idea. I can write down everything I know about it, which is extensive since my family's had them for generation upon generation.
Works for me.
Okay, so
Does the bow still glow while we're inside, or does it
oh yeah,
calm down?
Oh, no.
It's still going nuts.
yeah. I mean, if you were to guess, it seems like it may actually have. It may be permalite. Like light may have been cast on it permanently.
Do we know what we're doing first?
I'll write down everything about my family's heirlooms if you want to. You're more than welcome to attune to the stone. That's
Does anybody else have a problem with that? For me starting off? Or does anybody else want to first? Okay. I just figured if it does mentally control me, there's plenty of you that have magics that might be able to break it down. Right?
Not really.
no, not at all. Actually,
You're not making me feel confident about this choice at all.
Well, we didn't say it was a good idea, but we we did offer the magic users first grab.
True.
I would actually like to attune to it first. That way we can at least get the information we need about the horde first, and then we can ask about how many artifacts do you need us to look for?
Well, they're twin swords.
I imagine that would be one question for the stone.
I should assume so. Lost in a great battle nearly 800 years ago.
Can't give the stone to Zek. He won't ask about the horde.
He's afraid he might actually find a horde of actual dragons.
I have no problem with you going first. Dry. I don't have a problem.
Sounds good.
Okay, where are you doing this at?
I would be careful, as that stone is it's an artifact, correct? Went from your identification.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it possibly has its own intelligence. Just beware.
So I guess Dryzen is going to attune to the stone.
Yes, where are you doing
And-
this?
I guess I don't know, wherever we're meeting, I suppose.
Well,
I'm-
I assume you're gonna do it back at the end,
Yeah, I
Yes.
thought we had made it
comfortably,
back to
comfortably in a chair, while Zek stands behind you with his fist raised, just in case.
Just in case
Yeah.
Methala says knock you out.
So
Yeah.
are we doing this on the second level?
Yeah, I imagine probably at that table
Okay,
that I'm pinging.
fair. Fair. Okay. Great. Anyone else have anything they want to do during this hour that he takes to attune?
I'm going to write down all the information about the families.
Yep. Got that.
heirlooms.
Got
I
that?
could assume Quark might write down any information he wants answered as well.
Yes, he'll write down the information about the missing children. And that's probably not going to take a full hour. So thinking that there may be times where he doesn't want to glow like a torch, he's going to head across the street and see if he can find any sort of soft covering. While the idea of a wooden case is intriguing, it's probably a bit cumbersome for going into some of the environments we've been going into. So he's looking for something in the way of a fabric covering, or someone who could make something. I forget. I know there's a bunch of vendors on the street. I just don't remember what they all are anymore. That was Leo's domain.
I mean,
How can you forget the purple guy?
That's
you
not
know,
nearby though.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. I don't know. Maybe you want to have a magic user look at it.
Fine. No, that makes sense. I'm not thinking very clearly tonight. So,
Just wait for the possessed one to cast Identify again. He's gonna attune to it, and that rock with the eyes is gonna become his face. Yes, Mythos. Yeah.
Identify, detect magic,
wait,
things I can all do. Things I can do.
wait for
I mean-
wait for Meathless to get done with his list, and then ask him if he could take a look at the bow.
Well, my list isn't required right now. My fingers have been itching to look at this bow since it was crafted anyway.
Hand the bow over to him.
Oh, famous last words. Misty, step onto the roof.
Cast.
Stunning fist off the roof.
No, I will go ahead and identify it.
All right. So he
If there's
takes
a command word to shut the glow off.
11 minutes. It is a. So yes, there it is a burning gold bow of daylight, +2. It does have a light spell infused with it, but it is a daylight spell, so it actually projects daylight from it.
Right. And that's just always on. You can't turn the daylight spell
No,
off.
it's controllable on or off. You can use it. You can activate it 3 times per day, but it will be on until you. Sorry, let me rephrase. Once you turn it on, it is on until you take a long rest. But you can activate it 3 times. So if you need to turn it off, you can turn it off and then turn it back on. But you can only do that 3 times per day.
But it'll stay on.
It will stay on, yes.
Wow.
So it takes an 8-hour rest to turn it off.
No, you can turn it off. What I'm saying is you can turn it on a total of 3 times per day.
Oh, and then
You turn it on,
need
it
an
stays
8-hour
on.
rest to recharge it.
Correct. It gets, it recharges all 3 on the next day.
+2 bow that does an extra D4 of freaking fire damage, dude. That's sweet. And
Yes.
here is your bow with your magic word that tells it on or off. You can do it 3 times per day. Congratulations.
The magic
She
word.
must really dislike necromancers or really loves you.
Yeah.
Either way, you've come into quite a weapon.
Thank you very much.
Command word for turning it on and off is blowfish.
So we have Hootie and a blowfish. Okay. All right.
And you must
you
attune.
can add that to my.
You must attune to it in order to turn it on or off.
Okay. I look at Beathless and say, "How do I attune to something?"
Well, come with me. We'll just go sit in a quiet place like the library or his roost. Probably the library. And teach him how to attune to a magical item.
Very good. An hour passes. You're attuned to your bow, and Dryzen attunes to the stone. Dryzen, as you finish attuning to the stone, you feel your mind expand, and you hear a voice.
Finally. Hopefully some intelligent conversation this time. You are graced by the Lord God galore.
Does the voice seem to be in my head and thus speaking in my head would respond to it or
Yes.
would I, okay. Okay, so that was gonna be said in my brain then. To the rock.
Wait, I didn't get anything.
No, what I said out loud.
You didn't say anything out loud.
I said the pleasure is mine.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't get that.
It didn't come through. Yeah, okay. What?
What would you like to discuss today?
Has Meathless's papers been prepared?
Yes.
I take a look at Meathless's papers and ask it about the pair of twin swords using their proper name.
This is in regards to him?
And you feel
To
the eye in your hand in the stone shift over to gaze at Meathless. And we didn't get any of what you just said.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently my mic is not being quite sensitive enough. Um, yes, he is the descendant of the previous owners, the rightful owners of the weapons, from which it was stolen from them.
great weapons forged from the heart of stars, slaying dragons and giants.
His name is Lesser, his deeds unknown. To find his heirs, he must go below. The mountain beckons. Do not wait, lest he lose the swords again because he hesitates.
Oh, I knew it.
Can we get that in writing? Above table.
If only this were captured on video somehow.
Well, I guess I will relay that information to Meathless and also write it down as he's saying it as fast as my little changeling hands can write. Um, all right. And I'm sure this is a question you are familiar with, Great Galore. But what do you know of the horde of dragons that rests below the city, placed there by Lord Neverember in the past?
Neverember's horde do ye seek. Access it you cannot without the keys. A wing, a scale, a tusk is what you need. Bring all and myself will be your creed. For all life is but a play. Where you'll go next is where it stays. Get dressed up in your weekend best. Down, down, down leaves you no rest.
Is that reference the yawning portal?
Again, right relay. um, and then I guess as I'll ask about the missing fledglings of Quarkas. Do you know anything of missing fledglings belonging to Quark's tribe here in the city or beyond?
Fledglings lost. Fledglings you seek. Look far down from the mountain peak. Smuggled away under dark of night. Whose hoot hoots under underworld's plight.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. I have you at 1% on the stream,
Mm-hmm.
and so I can hear the voice you're using on the stream. I wish we could hear it here.
I know. If I could figure out a way to do that, I would.
Oh, so he's using a effect on the stream?
Yes.
I'll have to go back and watch it. Okay. Oops, I copied the wrong one. Underworld. Oh dear.
Mitchell.
After I asked my
Hold on.
yes,
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. It's plugging out. Give me 1 second. Hey, you get the idea here.
Looking over these notes, it seems everything's underground. My family's blades, the horde of dragons, and the lost fledglings you seek.
This does. The second. The Horde of Dragons seems to imply, as one said earlier, the yawning portal. The other two are less clear, though they do refer to mountains.
Under the mountains.
Under the mountains, yes.
Well, I'm glad I can finally talk to somebody. Your friends aren't any good at puzzles. But it's fun to listen to them try and figure it out.
buddy, look.
And to be clear, the only person hearing that is Dryzen. But I don't have a way to segregate out voice just to Dryzen. So
All of that, right?
all of that was only
Was in his head.
was in his head.
And how quick did I hear him asking the questions? Because I'm standing right. I wasn't joking. I'm standing right behind him.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
Okay, stunning fist if something went wrong.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no.
So he's asking questions and then scribbling down answers as quickly as he can.
Okay.
And there was no question that he asked there or anything, no.
Did it? How was the information transferred to you? Was it images? Was it?
It was spoken in riddle and rhyme.
And it
Spoken.
was spoken in what's your native tongue?
I think common is my native language, but he's also knows Dwarvish and Elvish. Because I think changelings get bonus languages.
Okay. All right, then it would have been in one of those, not in common.
Elvish would probably be the one
Yeah,
he's most
we'll-
familiar with
we'll
after
say
that.
we'll
so.
say Elvish then.
As his regular form looks akin to a half elf. Or at least the form he assumes most often.
Ooh, you're from Eberron. Nice. I know a Warforged. He can drink oil like I've never seen anybody else drink.
And now you get to have the constant voices in your head. Welcome to the party. All the craziest people are.
Then in his mind, he's like, "Interesting. You're the first one to actually recognize my native lands in this strange land."
I've gotten around.
Now, do you happen to know where my snake went?
Oh, he was annoying me, so I kind of ate him.
Would you uneat him?
It'll be fine. Just cast the spell again. He'll be there. Just don't put me in him again, or I'll eat him again.
Okay.
And we're all, well, let's see. Yeah, we're all in the room just listening to him talk to himself, apparently.
But nope, he's not talking out
No,
loud.
it's
This is all in his
telepathic.
head.
I'm not talking. I'm talking to him in my
Oh,
brain.
you're
Yeah.
just, you're just thinking this all back and forth. All right, so
Yeah.
we're just sitting in a room staring at you, scribble furiously, and occasionally chuckle to yourself.
Pretty much.
Well, this was a touch anticlimactic.
Maybe
Well-
for you, I finally have a clue.
Oh, also,
I'm very
if
excited about
you
the-
do figure out the whole treasure thing, which apparently you guys aren't going to, but if you do, you might want to prepare for the dragon. And I'm not talking about the money.
I'm imagining I was hearing that in my brain.
Yep.
Oh, guys, there's gonna be a dragon.
Yeah, we talked about this. There's 25,000 of them or something.
No, like the big
I
scary
don't think
kind.
he's talking about the
Oh.
compact, shiny ones in the pockets.
25,000? Where are you guys getting your information? How do you even get out of bed in the morning?
Ugh. All right then.
Well, that was the stone talking to him.
Yes.
You've got to make that more clear somehow because we thought
It's clear on the
thought that was
stream.
the
Again,
DM
I got no.
jibing us,
Yeah, no, I got no way to do
Right.
that. Yeah. Sorry.
If I like shake my head or just go like, just imagine it's in my head.
It's like the second playthrough of Near Replicant when you can hear the curse talking to what's her face.
All I can think about is Cyberpunk 29. Yeah. My... Does Galore look like
Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves?
No, it looks
Can
like
we
a
have
stone with
Galore
3 eyes.
canonically look like Keanu Reeves?
No,
Oh, it
no.
wasn't 25,000. It was 500,000.
No.
That definitely wouldn't fit in the bag of holding.
Alright, maybe that guy's a little smarter than I gave him credit for initially.
My God. I was wondering, 25,000 didn't seem very much for a city of Waterdeep size. 500,000 dragons.
Sometimes,
500,000
and in my head, I'm
and
going to say
one.
to the Stone of Galore, sometimes it takes me a little bit to warm up to things.
Say, do you have any books around here? It's been a while since I've had a good read.
Does the...
There's a library right next to this room.
Cool. I'm going to go into the library, just not a word. I'm just going to walk into the library.
Alright, now hold me over one of these books and turn the pages for me.
And I'm just gonna start. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna pick a interesting looking book, and I'm gonna start flipping through the pages.
You come across a book called Ways to Tell If You've Completely Lost Your Mind.
He makes you forget that book.
We should start working on these riddles, probably. Other? What was it called down the hole in the yawning portal? What was that?
The
There's
Mad
no hole,
Mage's Maze, or the maze of the
there's a lot of things in the yawning portal. There's like something about a night goddess and like a death hole and like all kinds of stuff.
Well, yes, but I thought the area down the pit where adventurers went had a particular name.
Undermountain.
Under
Sounds familiar.
mountains. Could it be that all three of these items and or individuals are actually down in this abysmal place?
Okay, so don't turn the page yet. No. Okay, turn the page. I'm done with this section. In fact, you can turn faster. I can read pretty quick. I got 3 eyes.
That was to you. That was
So all three
You probably
aren't
weren't looking
down
at my
there,
camera,
or
but
one
I
of
was
them's
just
down
flipping
there?
pages, just like
and by the way, again, no one heard that but you.
yup.
Whether or not you relay anything to anyone else while you're turning pages is completely up to you, but
Is the book I'm reading of any import of like the yawning portal or anything?
no. No, it's like the socio-economic status of Dwargar in today's modern society.
Why
Could
would
I
Leonardo
see if I
have that
could-
crap in our library? Goodness gracious.
Just to mess with Galore, could I see if I could find an adult novel?
We do have one.
Yeah, you've got the Wizard's Tower.
I'm just starting. I'm gonna put the book I currently have down. I'm gonna get that one, and I'm gonna start flipping through it for the stone.
What? No. What are you... No, I don't want to read it. Not this one. Wait, I've already read this. Wait, I haven't read this one. Alright, keep turning the pages. Let's see what... Why are these pages stuck together? That's weird. Anyways...
You sent Mitchell into a coughing fit.
I'm gonna be stuck with a rock voice. I'm gonna make.
So
Actually,
I hope to...
give me 1 second.
Oh no.
So the Sunset Mountains was the last place I'd heard my family's weapons had gone.
Are there other known caves under those mountains?
I'm unaware. Seems some research must be done. There's also the Sword Mountains that are much closer.
And just as a point of contention, I mean, you guys were talking about all three being down there. You were not given any reason to believe that that was incorrect. So I would continue on that path.
So you don't want us traipsing all over? Making a mess out of your adventure.
Well, I mean, So one of these three should be down there. Based on the wordings, at least one out of the three should be down there. So it bears investigation either way.
It does bear investigation, and I believe I'd like to talk to Lady Vadra, if the time permits. Here we go down the hole.
I am waiting on Dryzen for one thing before we do anything else, and then I will call it a
My
night
bad.
after that. That's fine.
Da 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 da.
Okay.
Sorry, messing around.
Ow.
That wasn't my longbow. Was
Yes, it That's a whole lot of quiet on the stream. Are we done?
We're not done.
I think
I
they're,
need to.
they're-
I just need to
they're-
clarify
they're-
a point
they're-
of
they're
order.
tying
Yeah.
up something, and
Yes.
we ran out of dialogue.
Yes, you do.
No,
Okay.
I could continue to
Um,
make stuff up as we go.
I guess I'll set to doing that then.
Okay. You see Dryzen like leave the library and go back to his room.
Zombie-like or with purpose? Is he being controlled?
Look like
Toss
with
a
purpose.
grape at him as he walks past.
Look like with purpose.
Still with the stone on him.
Throw a grape at his head as he passes.
Just give me a moment.
Does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Grape
Ow.
said grape splats across young marble head. You still in there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right. Just making
Need
sure.
to get rid of this damn rock.
Already. It's been less than an evening.
Aye.
Do you care to explain why?
Just it's in my head, and I want it out.
Well, I think it's gonna be in your head for the next 8 hours.
That's what I'm working on.
So, anything else? Anybody else wants to do? As Dryzen goes to lay down for mid-morning.
Actually, we could go to the yawning portal and speak with. Oh, what is his name? What is your name?
Yeah, go up to Durnan and ask him his name. He'll really appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
possibly read him the clue. And since Dunnan spent many a night down in the maze below, maybe it'll make sense. Maybe he'll have an idea.
That's true.
That makes sense.
Nay, off to malt drinks and gambling. My favorites.
Dryzen, I'm
Just
going
remember,
to quickly paste you something, and I'll have you
Okay.
do the thing that it says, and then we'll talk about the ramifications next time, one way or the other.
Okay.
My Quark, that is a fine bow you have there.
Well, thank you, thank you. I look forward to getting a chance to try it out.
I bet if Durnan lets us jump down the hole, you'll have more opportunities than you'd care for.
That's quite probably true. And also, I'll be able to have a torch with us.
Consistently. One that scares off vampires.
I had not considered that.
The vampires did.
Why? It's a daylight spell. It's true sunlight.
Fair enough. Great.
Turn
And
gargoyles to stone.
that is where we're going to end for today, and we'll pick up later on in the day next time. Thank you for joining us, everybody. I know it was a little anticlimactic, but we needed to sort some stuff behind the scenes there.
No, yeah, that's fine.
As always,
Are
go
you
ahead.
going to be able to add that bow? Oh, sorry. Can you add that bow, or is that something I have to construct?
No, I'll have to construct it. I'll try and get it done before next.
Okay, no worries.
Session.
I can try too. It's just
No worries. I can probably make it easier. I'll just find some way to do it.
cool.
We are going to raid out after the outro, so please do stick around for that. We don't have a raid message. Just show somebody some love with emotes, if you would. And we will catch everybody next time. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 Central, 10 Eastern for probably Dark and Darker. Now that it's out, huzzah. So join us for that tomorrow, and we'll be doing that. And thank you, Mitchell. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Shank. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Dan. And thank you, JR, for joining this evening. And
Thanks for running.
absolutely.
Yeah, thanks.
And we'll see you guys next week. Until next time, as always, be excellent to each other. And of course, game on.
Game on.
Game on.
I need you closer than ever, ever than before. My life is wasted if I can't spend it all with you. I've lived in total darkness, now you're my only light. When you're away, I feel like a shadow in the night. Hold me, and look into my eyes. You'll be staying always by my side. I'll never let you go. No, I'll never let you go. You stay with me. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. No, I'll never let you go. You stay with me. I'll never let you go. No, I'll never let you go. You stay with me until the end of time.
You're watching HMN.
How was your stream? Was it amazing? Was it fantastic? Did you have a great one? I hope you did. If anyone's new, I'm Raven, also known as Captain. Hello, Neo Sapien. Welcome in, friend. Hope you're doing wonderful. If anyone's new, I'm Raven, also known as Captain. And I cosplay as Captain Jack Sparrow on every Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday night at 9 Eastern. We've been playing a little Baldur's Gate 3, and I've been trying to get it to sync to the cloud. This is what happened last time. It didn't sync to the cloud, and I know why I lost 2 hours of progress. Now,